Hello and good morning. So sorry to bother you, but I'm afraid I need to tell you a story. You see, I had this deep pain in my heart to tell you this story, and you have to listen. So sit back, relax, and get ready for this. My story begins with me on a ship with my fellow crewmates sailing the ocean. A storm had struck up and we had to escape, so we decided to travel north to flee the danger. As soon as we had avoided peril, a thick fog on an icy field began to appear. It was hard to see, and my crewmates and I had begun to panic when all of a sudden a beautiful albatross had appeared. Along with this pretty bird came winds that blew away the fog and cleared the view for us. Although this bird was good luck to us, I messed up when I shot the bird with my crossbow. Everything was fine for a little while. Even my crewmates stopped worrying. However, when the ocean suddenly came to a stop, we all knew something was wrong. My crewmates knew what I did wrong. But I was naive and ignorant. When the albatross had died, the foggy winds reappeared. Water ran dry, and monsters began to appear on the surface of the ocean. I was getting all the blame, and rightfully so. To remind me of my guilt and error, my crewmates tied the dead albatross around my neck. With the lack of water, we were all slowly dying of thirst, when suddenly a ghost ship appeared. Life in death and death were the passengers of that ship, and ended up killing all my crewmates with the roll of dice. Now I know what you're thinking. Mariner, are you a ghost? Unfortunately, no. I'm very much alive. I assure you of that. After life and death had departed from me, I was left to see and smell the bodies of my friends decompose. Slimy snakes began to inhabit my ship. But I realized my mistake with the albatross. The way I acted was wrong. My disregard to nature and other living creatures was the ultimate reason as to why I had been cursed. Instead of killing God's lowliest creatures, I blessed the snakes, and with that the albatross unclenched my neck and fell into the sea like lead. I fell asleep to awake to rain that satisfied my thirst, and my crewmates rising up like zombies to lead me back to shore. Once we reached the port, my friends' souls departed from their bodies and ascended into heaven. I was greeted by a man named the Hermit, who rescued me from the ship and brought me back to shore. The entire time I was on his boat, I had an intense feeling of pain, the same pain I felt before I told you my story. So I told him my story, and he decided to heed my warning and to take better care of our planet. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. Be respectful of the world and respect Mother Nature. Heed my warning and be a wiser man or woman. Now, to talk about some literary devices. The albatross is referenced as a Christian soul. This is Christian symbolism, since sometimes Christ is metaphorically compared to a bird. In addition to the albatross being a symbol for Jesus, the albatross was also an innocent animal that did nothing but help everyone, which is similar to what Jesus did. He was innocent and died on the cross for everyone else's sins. Life in death and death are personified in an off-putting appearance. Her hair is like gold, but her skin is diseased like a leper's. In addition, when the weather becomes dry in the middle of the story, it is a direct parallelism to the mariner's dry heart and his inability to love all of God's creatures. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, one of the poets from the Romantic Age, focused his talents on educating people on respecting the world with a supernatural twist. Romanticism was a reaction to industrialization and a revolt against the aristocratic social and political norms of the Enlightenment age. Many of the Romantic poets are referenced as the nature poets because most of their poetry was about the beauty and importance of nature. Coleridge was special because he wanted to give his readers a freshness of sensation on commonplace objects. Coleridge was really good at elevating rustic and humble aspects of life into becoming the main topics of his poems. Thank you.